Handoff to Leha. Leha with some room on the left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3, and pushes that pile forward into the end zone.
Looks outside here, and at the block by Klinicki and Jones.
Hart swings it to DeCuffa. Billy's looking. Ramirez puts up a 3 and he hits it.
3.
That was deep. 5-2 Fredericksburg.
Working it inside like Coach Brookshire says. But Bernie with the rebound.
A steal.
And steals it. Yes, it is.
Who's running the last leg? That could be goal. And a goal.
And a goal.
Yeah, it's over.
In the third. Brings another one. There's another ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Herber, who fires it over to first base for out number 3.
Oh, she got a hold of that one. Maybe gone by. It's gone. There you go. Wow. What a hit.
It didn't take her long.
No.
It didn't.
Galarza.
Welcome to another Billies.Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
It's a Halloween edition of Wilder at West End on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. We've got some little ghosts and goblins out in the audience we'll show y'all later. But it's a great night. Y'all be safe out there, but we're glad you can tune into the program. Glad some folks came out here to West End Pizza, where you can get pizza, soup, salad, pasta. Absolutely delicious. West End Pizza Company, 207 East San Antonio Street in Fredericksburg. The defense was very scary. Another shutout, Coach.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was, Coach a long time ago told me they're few and far between, so enjoy them when they happen, and I definitely enjoy it.
Well, the team is hitting on all cylinders, offensively, defensively. We're going to talk more about that when we come back right after these. A Halloween edition of Wilder at West End.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it did.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself and love your home.
Thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota. Come into one of our 11 locations and check out the new Kubota L2501 package deal, which includes a 4-wheel drive tractor with a hydrostatic transmission, a front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price. With a deal this good, you can afford a Kubota from Ewald Kubota. Check out our package specials at ewaldkubota.com.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
Here comes Seidenberger on the blitz.
Yep. They're going to go for it late in the half. They trail 24-0. Now to his right, going to throw this one, and receiver had to come back for the ball, as did Jackson.
Boy, we could watch highlights all night from the last district game. The Billies now 3-1 in district after the big win against Kennedy. Another shutout. The Billies 44, Kennedy 0. Coach, as we mentioned going into the break, hitting on all cylinders offensively. You jack up 44, and another shutout defensively. That's what I call hitting on all cylinders, especially the offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah.
Both of the lines now are starting to jive, starting to mesh, starting to have one heartbeat like we talked about. You've got to be excited. I mean, you have just got to be excited. Starting to get better right now, peaking, getting ready for the playoffs.
This is
big
where
game
you want
against
to start
Bernie.
getting better. You know,
So-
you want to start getting ready this time of year, peaking. However, you never want to peak, but you want to start really, like you said, firing on all cylinders. You want everything to start coming together because, you know, competition. You know, going into this week especially, you're playing a quality team. You're playing a playoff team, and it's a complete playoff atmosphere as far as I'm concerned with this last district game. And then, you know, we've qualified now for the playoffs, so we know we're going to be in next week. But it's definitely right now, everything's amped up just a little bit.
You bet. Bernie. We're going to get to that, but a big game against Bernie coming up. But let's talk about the defense and the shutout. I mean, there's not a lot of negative things to talk about, really. Maybe penalties again.
No, penalties were much improved. You know,
But much improved.
Much improved. We had you know, we had three legit. They're all legit because we always went backwards on them. But you know, we had three penalties that, like, okay, illegal motion, and a holding, and okay. And then the other two, you know, I talked to the officials and they said, well, we're really trying to keep this game from, you know, the jaw jacking and all that stuff that goes on. And you know, so the slightest thing, they were trying to keep it very, very, very in check. And so they did. And two of our guys, you know, saying things when they shouldn't have been saying things. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. In a game, it needs to be strictly business. And you need to let everything else go to the side. Between the whistles, play as hard as you can. After the whistle blows, shut your mouth and walk away. That's the game.
Act like you've been there before.
Act like you've been there before, and act like I'm coming back again. You know.
Right.
And so, but we were much improved on penalties overall. And you were talking about defensively. You know, early on they came out. They completed some balls on us. They were moving the ball down the field, and we just kind of had to get a rhythm of what they were going to do, and you know, their speed. You know, early in the game, a lot of times people will complete balls on you because your secondary is trying to figure out, okay, what's my spacing on this guy? You know, how fast is he really? Because all they've ever seen is film. And, you know, film compared to the real thing is two different deals. And they had taken their kid that had been quarterback, and we had talked to our guys about he's a speedster. And they had moved him from the quarterback spot out to the receiver spot. And they had done that a few times. I forget which game it was, but first thing he did was go vertical and scores a touchdown. So when that happened, we were, you know, kind of hyper aware that let's soften our coverage up and just figure everything out. Quarterback, I thought for them, he hadn't been playing. He hadn't been the starter. He did a really good job, I actually thought, and was completing some balls. But once we got our rhythm going and guys up front started figuring things out, you know, it was good to see them start really performing at a high level.
Well, anytime you shut out a team, you're doing just about everything right.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Coverage downfield, linemen doing their job,
We had great
linebackers,
pressure.
secondary. It seems like everybody did their job very well.
We had a few sacks, 1, 2, 3 sacks, you know. Oh, thank you, sir. We had some sacks, but we had a ton of pressures. Like Yuri Estrada, I think, had 7 pressures by himself. And when a pressure is when you're chasing a quarterback, you may not get the sack, but you influence the throw. You force the throw. If he doesn't get rid of it, it's going to be a sack. And that forces him to throw off his back foot, out of balance, just get rid of the ball. So, I mean, the pressure was great. We always say, pressure bursts pipes. And this guy was getting his pipes burst a little bit by our D-line.
And offensively, good performance there as well.
Yep.
Anytime you jack up 44 points, again, you're doing something right, and you're more than likely hitting on all cylinders.
And what I like to see is that, offensive line was really coming on strong. We even had one of our starters out. So we had a young pup, sophomore, stepping in for him, starting his first time all the way through. Did a good job. The older guys kind of got him in the right positions at the right time, doing the right thing. We scored in a wide variety of different ways. I mean, we ran the ball. Different people ran the ball. We threw the ball. Different people threw the ball. We had lots of receivers catching the ball. So, when you're spreading it around and you're being successful doing what you're doing, and you're able to kind of use the entire field and all your personnel, that's what you want to see.
And, Leha with well over 100 yards, maybe close to even 130 unofficially. You probably know closer than I do, but another 100-yard game for Leha. That, again, the line just doing a great job, that offensive line. Just opening up the holes.
I think the line is highly motivated because Coach Seinert, he's got to deal with them. And if we do so well offensively, all those guys that get their name called and get the chest bump and all that, our linemen, they're not so interested in that. They get tacos. So he brings them tacos. If our offense does over, I think it's 7 yards a carry or whatever, but they get tacos. So they're highly motivated young men.
Well, they earned the tacos.
That's right.
They sure did.
That's right.
Well, we're going to look at a few of these awesome plays, and you get to break them down. This is
we'll
one
start
of my
off
favorite
right
segments here of the show.
We're in a what we call box. You got a doubles look right here, and Will Degenhardt's going to step back and just throw a little screen, out to Drake Threadgill. Okay, number 2 is going to come up and block, or I say the number 2 receiver. It's actually Sam Seidenberger, number 6. Drake's going to hit that little crease right there.
I was going to say, he saw the crease early, didn't he?
Hit the crease, and look at his legs drive, though. You can see it really on the close-up because, again, yards after contact, okay? So he makes it right there. They make first contact. That's almost 10 more yards after first contact, so that's a great job by him. Good blocking out here, good throw by Will, and good blocking by Sam.
Set up beautifully.
This was our first score of the night. We were kind of looking for something, and we got in this situation, and the question over the headsets is, has Giovanni got the range from here right here? So, we put him out there. I think his best this year was a 46, and this was a 44-yard field goal. So, we just put him out there, got a great hold, good protection, and I guess I got to go back to the wide to actually see the results. But that's a weapon right there,
Well, especially when you mentioned already in the playoffs, but as you make a playoff run, you're going to need that man, Giovanni.
You're going to need that. The ability to score points with the kicker is
huge.
It's huge. So here's the defense. They're going to run a little fold scheme on the backside right there. He tries to turn up. You can watch the back. You see if you look at the backside guard, he's folding around and trying to lead up, but there's just nowhere to lead him. Linebackers and D-line are coming down hard. Gary squirts through right there. 77 keeps the edge, and they both make a little sandwich right there and wrap him up. No gain. Get some guys coming in and fishing.
They just suffocated him. No room to breathe there, is there? Look at all that red.
Yeah.
I love it.
Here we are on offense again. A split back look. We're going to run a little outside zone to Jesse Leha. I really like what he does right here. I mean, this is the little things that see how he's holding that ball? That ball is high and tight and well protected. Okay, that's what you want to see. We got good blocking out here on the perimeter. That's Leighton Byer, and he's going to get a good block out here. We got Charlie Johnson. Everybody's getting a little bit of a bite of a block. no big driving blocks, and we get the face mask at the end of the tackle. So
tacked on another 15.
Yeah, nice job by those guys. Real good, getting it up in there and just finding the creases.
Just a very impressive performance on Friday night.
We're going to run the ball again right here for a rushing touch. Hey, look at that. Thank you. Oh, man. Right. It's going to be hard to talk with my mouth full. Another rushing touchdown. We're going to get a nice kick-out block right there by Sam Seidenberger. Watch our whole offensive line. I mean, they just kind of, these guys right here, they're just going to wash everything down inside. It's a great job by them.
They're just playing as a unit.
Now, this is a nice little move by Jesse. This is great feet. Look at this. You think he might go down. He just kind of rolls over the pile a little sideways, and there you go.
Nice spin move.
Yep.
Now, do you feel like, yeah, right? Do you feel like the offensive line is one area that you've improved the most in the past few weeks?
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, like when we started out the year, the thing that we were talking about with them is that they were all new to the varsity offensive line position. They had played offensive line, but not at this level. It's a totally different world. The size, the speed, the athleticism, the experience, and the things that they learn how to do. So those guys have had to really come together, and they've done a great job, and it shows.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Here we are. We are back on defense. Little motion in. Quarterback's going to drop back in 77. This is going to be Logan McCarver. He's going to get loose. He loses a little bit of contain, but this is what we like to see. His job technically is to keep contained. He gets inside a little bit, but Yuri Estrada overlaps him now, and he comes back out. So he's going to have this guy pull up, and he knows if he doesn't get rid of the ball, it's going to be very, very, very bad for him. So he's going to chunk that. Now, I want you to, the biggest part of this play is the ups right here. So this coach right here, I mean, you can see that ball. Oh, he got a good, yeah. Almost got a whole inch and a half off the ground right there. I'm not going to mention who that was. But he's got ups. You can tell he's an athlete. So those guys did a great job on the pass. Oh, wait, I want to see this. So on this punt return, now we've got several of these this week because it was a kind of a highlight for us. So Bowers is coming off the edge right here. They didn't get a great snap, and he didn't handle it. And we weren't actually planning right here to get up to block it, but his job is always to make sure that the punt is handled or it's not a bad snap, and he definitely does that. And so he's chasing this guy for dear life and tackle him, and we're going to get the ball right there with our offense.
Yeah.
Woo! You're just always looking for, so any kind of advantage that you can gain from special teams is huge. I mean, and so now we've got the ball 1st and 10 right where they dropped it. Will's going to come back, going to run a little screen up inside, Good eyes, he's going to sell that look. Little tunnel screen back inside.
Nice play call, too.
Yep, there's Drake Threadgill getting up inside. And you can see all these linemen, they're going to release. They're just going to make that wall. It's a bad feeling when you're out there and you turn and all those linemen are suddenly in your way. They weigh 250, 260, and you weigh 120.
Well, we're going to look at some more plays coming up in a little bit. We also have Battling Billy Trivia. Got some really awesome prizes tonight. Got some sunglasses from Hill Country Vision Center. Got a little magic trick from the Old Time Fun Shop. And we're going to give that prize away coming up here in just a little bit. It's Battling Billy Football Trivia. When we come back, hey, make sure you like, subscribe, get notified when we go live on Billies.Live. Hit the little bell, and you'll get notified anytime we have a broadcast. And also, if you're watching right now and you post a question in the chat room, and we use your question at the end of the show, you'll have a chance to win a fancy, cool Billies.Live t-shirt. So get on it there in the chat room as well. We'll be right back.
Looking to pass. Pressure. McCarver coming with pressure on the outside. Boy, they're going to flush him out.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it did.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of the Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my 6 daughters. And while life with 6 girls might not be easy, the Kubota products we sell will make all your tough jobs easy peasy. Like this Kubota SVL 97 that's tough and dependable. It's so easy, even my daughter can use it. Or this Kubota KX 080. Anyone can operate it. So stop by one of our locations to make your life easier, because buying a new Kubota has to be easier than living with 6 daughters.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, pasta, salad, sandwiches, and full bar.
All right, we're back. It's time for Battlin' Billy football trivia on Wilder at West End. Got some great prizes tonight. Some nice Nike glasses. Mrs. Cantu, Aaron's mom, stopped by with a prize here from Hill Country Vision Center. Proud supporters of the Fredericksburg Battlin' Billies and Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. Stop by and make an appointment. They can help you see the Billies even better. Located next door to their friends at Arrowhead Bank and across from HEB, that's Hill Country Vision Center. So we've got these. They also got some cleaning. You can clean those glasses, take care of them. Got a little case for them as well. And from the Old Time Fun Shop, got a little magic for you if you want to perform some magic tricks. It's the ball and vase trick. That's from the Old Time Fun Shop. They've got magic, gags, novelties, masks, and a lot of fun. Aubrey over there will take care of you. The Fredericksburg Fun Shop is at 202 South Adams. And here we go with Battlin' Billy trivia. Y'all ready? Get ready to show me some hands here. I'm going to stand over here where I can see everybody. Here we go. Okay, the Billy Boosters used to bring Alter Stoltz, that's the real GOAT mascot, to the games. They would bring them to all the games. What year did the famous Alter Stoltz pass away or die? Was it A, 1980, B, 1973, C, 1964? Paige threw me a curveball. Or D, all of the above. Was it a cat? Did it have 9 lives? But anyway, anybody want to take a guess? Here we go over here. Yeah, you're on. What year was it?
1973.
1973. Was it 1973? Oh, man. You got used to. Check those glasses out, Will. And if I'm not mistaken, you're the player of the week too. So there you go. That's the cleaning stuff. But anyway, got the glasses from Hill Country Vision. Oh, you're gonna have to wear those bad boys in a minute when I interview you. Well, I might as well interview you since we're here. While I'm here and got you.
You got to wear the glasses though.
Yeah, you got to wear the glasses.
Oh yeah.
All right. As quarterback, at the quarterback position, how do you feel your preparation has helped you in the game slowing down for you? Is the game kind of slowing down? And your offensive line, like we mentioned, is kicking serious butt right now. But how do you feel you're improving, and what are you doing to improve?
I feel like we're reading the defense better at the receiving level too. Just understanding where openings happen and how fast they can open up. And I'm very proud of my offensive line because especially against Uvalde, I had a lot of time to throw the ball, and that's what really allowed us to win that game.
Yeah, they're giving you a lot of time, opening up a lot of big holes as well. So y'all are doing great. Keep up the good work, and let's take care of Bernie this coming week. What are you doing personally to get ready for Bernie?
Just watching as much film as I can to understand where their weaknesses are and where their strengths are.
All right. Sounds good to me. Looking forward
cool.
to it. I know. Those glasses are you. They are you, man. Good stuff. All right. So we're going to look at a few more plays.
Sure.
And then we'll talk about the players of the week coming up here in just a little bit.
Sounds like
but, man, just so many great highlights from the 44-0 shutout.
You know, there were a lot of good help. This is defense right here, you know. Some of it's not real dramatic. It's just those guys being physical up front, winning their personal battles. We got a little twist going on here. You can see both tackles ends are crashing down and both tackles are looping outside. And it turns one of them loose. It just kind of messes with the linemen as they're trying to pick up their blocking assignments. And then we're back to another punt return. So what could go wrong right here, right? You got it on a punt. You're on the -11. We come through. We call a block. Everything's working perfect. We get the block. Gary gets his hand on it, and it's going to land in Gabe's arms. Gabe Rodriguez's arms right here. You can see it better from this angle.
So we've been talking about offense and defense tonight, but special teams, my goodness,
absolutely.
Another great game.
So if he catches it clean right here, he goes and scores, but this guy collisions him right about the time. So that's off his hands. It's a live ball. And then we come through and we touch it. We're trying to scoop and score. We keep moving it. And they said that we had gained possession of it and then lost possession of it. I don't quite agree with them.
I don't think I do either, but.
You know, I thought it was really cool, though. I mean, the guys did a great job. They got the ball back, but we ended up getting a stop out of it anyways. But it was a good job by them. So
in field position, you guys had good field position most of the night.
Oh, a lot of the times we played on one end of the field.
Right, and that's always nice.
Like in this situation, they had just gotten that ball, so now it's 1st and 10. This is their first play after they get the ball right back. We blocked the punt on their end of the field, and they end up with -1 yard, 1 yard gain from right there. And you kind of see it right here. That whole side of the line just collapses, you know. We've got several guys. We've got 2 guys on that line that squat over 500 pounds. We've got 2 guys that are about 400-pound squatters right around there. So, there's.
And sometimes what you don't have in size, you make up in speed.
Well, and that's the thing. We're not real big. Our defensive ends, 6'5".
Right.
They're big. Our defensive tackles are not very big, but they're strong, and they play with a hot motor the entire time.
They play big, don't they? They
yeah.
play big.
This is a great shot right here. So this is Xavier Aviles over here on the edge. He's going to come off that block.
Oh, man.
You can see it real good from this. Watch right here.
Talk about a wall.
Yeah, you want to kind of keep your eyes on this guy right here as he separates off this block. He sees it and then just takes it.
Woo! Nice.
Great, very athletic play right there, how he changes direction on the outside. They're in a bunch trips look here, and they're going to look to throw the ball. even though it's a pass play. So they go on bunch trips. They come motion over the top. Yuri Estrada gets loose. Now, these two guys, they're like best friends. They're two peas in a pod. But, okay, so they're both loose right now. This is Yuri Estrada, and this is Sammy DeLuna right here. Now, they're closing fast. I mean, that looks pretty close.
Ball squirts out.
And the ball squirts out. You know, and like I've said it before on this, on the show and everything, you really, 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 I like it when something that we work on during the week shows up. And on Wednesdays, again, we saw last week how I think it was Bowers ripped the ball out on a I think it was a punt or a kickoff. We work a drill right here where, you know, we hold the ball up like it's a pass and they come off, they have to defeat a block and they have to tackle a dummy and knock a ball out. And then they have to scoop and score, and there's the drill right there. So it's really great when the kids see that their work that they're putting in practice and all the drill work actually has application in a game. All right, we're back on offense right here. We're going to throw a pass for a touchdown. That's going to be Will Degenhardt slipping back. Jesse's giving him some protection. O-line's giving him good protection. That's going to be Sam. I think that's Sam, right? Yeah, Sam Seidenberger. That's right. Sam Seidenberger slips out of the backfield right there, unaccounted for. And
wide open. Touchdown.
Yep. Nice job. Woo! Good touch on the ball, kind of over the top, right in his hands. Nice job right there. We're back on offense again. Little jet motion comes across. And the ball off. He's going to make a nice little bounce. You know, the play is designed to go right off this off-tackle edge, and he can either cut it back. I always call it bang, bend, or bounce. You know, if it's there, you just bang straight through. If it's not, you look for the cutback, and if the cutback's not there, bounce it to the edge. And it's just kind of a stretch play, wide zone type of look.
And he cuts it out?
Yep, takes it outside. Still got blocking, you know. That's Drake Threadgill out there on the edge, blocking in space. You know, that's what you want your receivers to do. They got to go down and catch balls, but you want them to be blocking in space. And again, you watch the O-line right here from the end zone. They're going to block down. We're going to get the kick out by Sam Seidenberger, and we're going to stretch it. And he just sees, you know, it kind of, right there, he sees that guy. You know, there's a linebacker right there where that's where the play, you can tell where it's designed to go. We got the kick out block here, and we got the seal right there. But this linebacker's filled that gap up, so he's just going to bounce it on outside.
We talked about Leha's vision, too.
Great vision.
He's got terrific vision downfield.
He's got great vision, and he's got good instincts for, you know, I mean, making those cuts. You know, he can see it, but then he can react to what he sees. Got a lead block by Sam Seidenberger up in the gap right here. Got to pull around. That's Sanchez pulling around for him. And then he's going to cut it back across the grain. This is a good job by Ben Suarez right here. He comes up, gets on that linebacker, and just runs him out of the play. And then he turns the Jets on. Nice play right there by Jesse.
Touchdown, Billy! Woo-hoo! Well, we got us a big game coming up this Friday night. Bernie undefeated, big district rivalry game. We got a lot to talk about when we come back on Billies Live and TexasRadio.net, the Halloween edition of Wilder at West End.
Carry, second down and 5. Second quarter action. Billy's lead 3-0. Little sweep. Now Leha's got some room over here. Cuts that one back at the numbers, and he'll have
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware. Ah.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it did.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 Series tractor features #1 rated reliability. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
Shotgun, quick pass out here to Threadgill. Threadgill breaks a tackle or two and keeps it.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids that growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it.
All right. Back to the show. All right. We got some folks in costume here, little ghosts and goblins and witches and princesses and all that good stuff. Big game. Bernie undefeated. Now, you want to go down there and knock them off their high horse in their house. And I understand you've been already prepping, started early, getting ready for Bernie.
Yes, sir.
So, doesn't get much bigger than this stage, does it? At this point in the season.
This point in the season, So, it comes down to we're in a situation where Bernie is undefeated. We've lost one. Somerset's lost one. If we could knock Bernie off, would there
then be a three-way tie?
There would be a three-way tie at that point in time. Then it comes down to what they call plus net points. So, a lot of things can still happen. And the big thing is, you always want to, you want to win district. Okay, absolutely, without a doubt. But it also factors into your playoff, where you seed in the playoffs. Because, as we go against the next district, one's going to play 4 and 2's going to play 3. So wherever you factor in that, it just kind of helps your odds as to who you're going to be seeing in the first round of playoffs. And we're going to be going north to kind of what I would call our old district that we were with forever, Canyon Lake and Taylor and Lampasas, Burnett. They've added Davenport and Marble Falls is in there now. So, that we know where we're going and have a pretty good idea who we're going to be playing based on their records and our records. So, we're looking for something good to happen on Friday night. Win the ball game.
Absolutely.
Win the ball game. And the bottom line comes down to it to me. You want to win the ball game by as many as you can, but if I win by one, I'm glad.
Absolutely.
And especially with Bernie. Bernie and us, we compete every single year, and we know what we're going to get from them, and they know what they're going to get from us. Our kids are going to complete their tails off, and so it's kind of a grudge match every year. So it's really what you want in the district. Final game comes down to this, and a grudge match. I like it.
Well, let's talk about their offense matched up against our stellar defense.
Well, their offense is good. There's no doubt about it. I would say that they're very, very well coached, a disciplined football team. They do what they do, and they do it very, very well. They're efficient. You know, they're going to be in a two-back set most of the time. You know, they get in multiple sets, but it's really like it's multiple sets of the same thing. It's kind of what they do, and they're going to run the same plays. So I always, man, when you're playing teams that don't do just a ton of different stuff, that probably means they're pretty good at what they do.
Right.
And that's why they keep doing it over and over again. So they're going to run the ball effectively. Number 9 is their quarterback. He's got great vision. He's got a quick release, a lot of play action pass because their run game is effective. They're going to try to suck you up with that, and then he's going to flick the ball. They'll get in some doubles, quick passes, tunnel screens, you know, where they're releasing their linemen. They've got guys getting up and then slipping back up under. They're going to give you a lot of looks. They're going to give you backs out of the backfield. You know, they're going to give you a lot of different things that you have to handle, and they're good. They're just real good at what they do. They're fast and they're athletic. So it's going to be a test for our defense, you know. It'll probably be, I would say, one of the most stringent tests we've had all year.
Up to this point?
Yes, sir, without a doubt. They're a good football team.
And what about defensively?
Defensively, they're much the same. They're an even front. They base out of a 4-3, 2-high safety look. You know, when you get trips, they're going to roll one safety over and kind of give you a quarter halves type look on defense. They don't blitz a ton. They don't have to blitz a ton. They have really, really good closing speed. I mean, I've seen their safety come out, and he's making plays in front of their linebackers on runs. So, and their D-line is just extremely disciplined. You know, they have some schemes that they do out of their base looks where they try to take away your interior run game from you and force everything outside so that their speed can take advantage. So it's, like I said.
If you were going to power rank the Billies up against Bernie, how would you feel we stack up?
I mean,
in all phases.
If I'm putting it in all honestly, I'm going to say that they stack up. They're 9-0 right now for a reason. And in all phases of the game, looking at it, they probably would take the advantage. Okay, just being honest. But at the same time, I don't think our kids have played up to their potential yet. And I think
slowly,
that they're continuously getting better.
We're seeing that.
Yeah.
So anything can happen.
And that's, you know, you go into a ball game, anything can happen. I can guarantee you right now, in Bernie's mind right now, they don't have any doubt that they're going to win this ball game. Okay, that's what they're thinking. I know their coach; he's a good guy, and his coaching staff, they're a really good group. But they're not, as much as I would say that they think that they are going to win this game, at the same time, I can promise you, he's telling his kids, y'all better prepare yourself.
The Billies are coming to town.
You better prepare yourself.
Right.
You better not overlook them. And that's, you know, so our kids are going to have to go out there and play, and their kids are going to have to go out there and play.
But defensively, I mean, goodness sakes, you know, y'all get in there and keep playing the stellar defense that y'all
My wife
have
always
been. You're
says,
going to be in good shape. Defense wins championships, as they say, right? That's the old cliche.
Jody's big deal, my wife, she always says to me, you know, if they don't score, they can't win. So
Right.
she makes it really easy on me. Well, that's a great point. So in her world, all we have to do is just get one of those simple shutouts that we were talking about, and we got a pretty good chance of winning the ball game. You know, because those are just hanging on trees, low-hanging fruit.
But you don't want to find yourself in a position, though, where you get behind early. You're having to play catch-up. Those are the things you don't want to happen.
You know, you
want to give
yeah.
yourself a chance in the fourth quarter to win the game.
You want to give yourself a chance. You want to be solid. You want to make them have to earn everything. I was talking to us. You know, the thing that we have to prevent is we have to prevent explosive plays. And that's why I've watched them time and time again. They're good at producing explosive plays. They've got number 7 and number 11. They're 2 outside receivers. They're big, they're tall, they're rangy, and they're fast, and they can cover a lot of ground vertically in a hurry. And they have popped a lot of long passes with those 2 guys. So, you know, we have to, and the quarterback doesn't get sacked very often. He gets rid of the ball really fast, and he gets good protection to do it. So, you know, there's a lot of things that have to come together. We have to play a flawless football game. We have to play a great football game, and we have to make some things happen, turnovers. We have to steal something in the kicking game. We have to be able to flip the field and keep the offense out there and be able to, you know, work the ball down the field systematically and not shoot ourselves in the foot. You know, we've talked about penalties many times. We've got to completely eliminate the things that we can do to ourselves that push us back. So, I mean, it's a simple game. You tackle them before they get there, and you score on them. So we just got to do those things. It's all about tackling, blocking, running, catching, throwing.
Well, we know that atmosphere is going to be. It's going to be like
good.
a college football type atmosphere. It's going to be a great Friday night.
There's not a
football
whole lot
game.
of love between the two communities.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I think there's a lot of respect actually deep down, but there's not a lot of love.
Well, it should be just a fantastic ball game.
It will be a good game.
Looking forward to it on Friday night, coming up this Friday. We're going to take a quick break. Mama Wants to Know, one of my favorite segments. Coming up, we'll see what Mama Wilder wants to know when we come back on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net, a Halloween edition right here.
Morehouse in backfield. Reed looking to pass.
American Muffler and Brake is trusted by folks throughout Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country for general vehicle repair, muffler and brake repair, shocks and struts, alignments, air conditioning, tune-ups, starters, alternators, all general repair on vehicles. Heath Bratcher and his staff are dedicated, honest, and dependable. American Muffler and Brake, 1230 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Call 830-990-8757.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it...
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Hi, I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota, and these are my daughters, Caroline and Jacqueline. This is a Kubota L2501 compact tractor. These are my twins, Annabelle and Mary Claire. And this is a Kubota SVL75 skid loader. These are my daughters, Savannah and the Princess Margaret. These are Kubota RTV utility vehicles. Now, some of these items are loud, high maintenance, and require a lot of money. And the rest are Kubotas.
Hey, Billy fans, check out this lineup. Pizza, appetizers, pasta, salad, sandwiches, and full pie.
Right, one to the left. Degenhardt looking to pass. Throws across the middle, has a man, and that would be.
And we are back. Wilder at West End, here at West End Pizza, 207 East San Antonio Street in Fredericksburg. Delicious pizza, pasta, soup, sandwiches, salads. Have you tried the chicken crust pizza? If you haven't, you need to check that out. Very low carbs, very few carbs, if any. Almost zilch, close to zilch. Yeah, good stuff. Producer Paige knows all about the chicken crust pizza. So yeah, come check it out here at West End, 207 East San Antonio Street. Mama wants to know.
What does she want to know?
What does Mama want to know this week, Producer Paige? Mama wants to know. What is cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, etc.?
All right, so coverages. You have to have a way to cover people's receivers. And as the game has evolved, there was a time when, back in the good old days, you had 2 receivers. and almost everybody ran,
right.
cover 3. Cover 3. So basically what it is, and I can kind of show you a little bit if I can find the trips one, but if you took the field and you divided it into thirds, there's a third, and this over here. So cover third would mean you have a cornerback, you have a safety, and another cornerback. Okay, you're going to play 3 deep in their zone. And so you got 3 deep, you got 4 under. So 3 deep, 4 under, you got guys playing what we call the flats and the curl zones out here, and these guys are playing the deepest guy in their zone. So that's cover 3. So cover 1, and everybody's got a little different verbiage, but I'll say this, cover 0 is just everybody's on a man. I got that man, you got that man, you got that man, you got that man. Where they go, I go. So if you go cover 0, everybody's locked up in man coverage. The linebackers have to account for a back out. There's no wiggle room at all, and this is what we are. So cover 1 is where we're bringing usually and usually if you're going cover 0, you're bringing some kind of a 6-man pressure or something like that. If we go cover 1, most teams are going some sort of a 5-man pressure, and they're going to leave one guy in the middle, kind of a ball hawk sitting out here, a free safety. Some people drop a linebacker or whatever, but they're going to have one guy he's free. So everybody else is in what we were talking about 0. Everybody's in man coverage. So if they got 4 out there, they've got 4 guys in man, and you're going to have one guy sitting here that's free. And he's accountable. He's kind of a hawk. He's going to read the quarterback's eyes, and he's going to try to rob the quarterback on the pass. So there's cover 0, cover 1, cover 2. Cover 2 is traditionally where your corners, I don't have a good, your corners are playing out here in the flats now. So instead of playing deep, your corners have got the flats, and you've got a 2-high safety look. So your 2-high safeties, you've taken the field and essentially divided it in half. And so this safety is responsible for the deepest thing in this half. This safety is responsible for the deepest thing in this half, okay? And then you've got outside linebackers that are playing hook to curl, and now your corners, they've got your flats, okay? So you're just dividing how it's different ways of defending the field. And then you start getting into, like, cover 4 is a quarters coverage, and there's different ways of playing that. You can play sky, you can play cloud, you can play, Mabel, and all sorts of different things. And then you start getting into things like cover 5, cover 7. So, and that goes on a whole different, but essentially, cover 0 is man coverage, cover 1 is man free, cover 2 is a coverage where your corners are the low players and your safeties are playing deep halves. Cover 3 is you got a 3 deep zone, and cover 4, you're playing quarters across the top of some sort.
Another great question from Mama Wilder.
Mama wants to know.
Mama wants to know.
The other thing she wants to know all the time is why I wear this dirty hat. She said, now you're going to wear a clean hat this time. I was like, my hat is always not clean, Mama.
You got to just wear that hat.
I don't even own a clean hat.
It's broken in and it's comfortable.
It's just now getting good and broken in. But that's her biggest concern, really.
Why are you wearing a dirty hat?
If I have dirty glasses, or why you got that old dirty hat on? Like, I have game hats are clean. I got a game hat. That's like a go-to-town hat, right? And then this is a work hat.
Right. You working, man. You're working. Producer Paige, did you have something to throw at us here, so to speak?
Yeah, we have a online question.
Okay.
It's a tough one, Coach.
Why you got a dirty hat on?
I hope you, hope you're ready. What position did you play?
What position did I play? In high school, I played middle linebacker. I played both ways for a couple years. I started at center and middle linebacker, and finished up as a linebacker. Didn't play in college. Tore my knees up and broke my back and did all kinds of things. I get a brand new knee in December 13th, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I was a middle linebacker.
All right, there you go. Good question. Somebody's got a Billies.Live t-shirt coming their way, too. We appreciate that from the chat room. Oh, yeah, and let's take a look at what we've got. We've got a whole full slate coming up on Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net. Tomorrow, volleyball by district. It's playoff time. So Coach Raymer and the volleyball team taking on Cuero. That's going to be a good one. Sponsored by Fredericksburg Financial. How about this, girls basketball? It's basketball time November 4th. They're going to be, we'll have some live basketball coming up at 4 p.m. on November 4th. And football at Wimberley on Texas Radio. .net. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading what was up. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's Bernie.
Oh, it does say it.
But it's Bernie.
There you go.
Bernie on TexasRadio.net. We'll have that game for you with King and Cayman, and then we'll be back the following Monday night right here on Wilder at
Hopefully
West
we'll
End.
get to keep doing it for a while. That'd be good.
Yeah, let's keep doing this for a good while. Final thoughts as we get ready for Bernie. I know it's a big one, rivalry game, all that, big district game, so.
You know, I mean, it is a big game, but you don't want to make it a big game. It's got to be the same thing that you're trying to achieve all the time. I was telling the guys, you know, I'm a big, I like reading about the Navy SEALs. I just think they do some special, incredible things. And that one of their slogans is that you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your training, you know. And so we keep trying to push ourselves in practice, to go as hard as we can, to do these things as fast as you can, to be physical, to communicate, so that we keep raising our ceiling is what we're trying to do. And so we just have to focus not so much on, we got to know what they're doing, but we have to really, really, really focus on ourselves and do a great job of that. Before we leave, can I do these real quick?
Please do.
Players of the week last week, I want to mention Jacob White with our freshman. We needed last second, we lost both centers that had been playing. Jacob had played some center before, but we lost two centers, and he stepped up and got everything done, did a great job last week. Parker Fauché for JV playing linebacker. And then varsity, Yuri Estrada, Gary Seidenberger, and Gabe Rodriguez. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, they're up on the
Look at them posing all up there. And Gary and Gabe Rodriguez. So those three guys on defense, man, they just had a lot of bonus points. Special teams was Gary. He had a block punt, and he had several, like 3 tackles on kickoff, first guy down. You know, which is really great seeing him come back from knee surgery earlier in the year. During the game, he goes, man, Coach, I'm finally fast again. I go, yeah, it's good to see.
Loving it.
You know, I want to just mention Giovanni Alba with that 44-yard field goal. And then varsity offense was Will Dagenhart. You know, he had accounted for 114 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns. He was 9 of 13 on his passing. So it's like Will said himself, you know, he's just starting to see those windows. He's seen how fast they can open up and where he wants to put the ball. So he's did a great job. All those guys did a great job, as well as everybody else. But got to give credit for somebody.
Yeah,
so.
Right on. Well, great job. And we appreciate Hill Country Vision Center for the sunglasses and the Old Time Fun Shop for the little magic trick. Our prizes tonight. That's going to wrap it up. God bless you. Have a safe and happy Halloween for the rest of the evening. And from Billies.Live and TexasRadio.net, JD Rose saying good night for Coach Bill Wilder. Adios.
Bernie.